Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Testing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part one of our 20 holding. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part one of our 2024 senior night for football, cheer, band, and sports medicine. To kick off this evening, we will honor all the senior football players and our sports medicine senior. At halftime, we will honor the other senior members for their participation and their dedication to St. Michael High School. Our first senior football player is number 57, Nathan Bell. He is a four-year team member. Nathan is the son of Andrew and Jennifer Bell. Our next senior football player is number 90, Adam Bell. He is a four-year team member and the son of Ashley Bell and Adam Bell Sr. Grayson Boudreaux, number 45, is our next senior football player. Grayson is a four-year team member and the son of Jason and Chelsea Payne. Our next senior is Leandre Dixon. Leandre is a four-year team member and proudly wears number 36. He is the son of Leandro and Keisha Dixon. Our fifth senior football player is number 3, Hayden Evans. He is a four-year team member and is the son of Kirk Evans, Michelle Dugas, and Carmen Smith. Next is Hudson Foreman, who proudly wears number 10. He is a four-year team member and is the son of Calvin and Aaron Foreman. Brock Hamilton, number 9, is our next senior football player. Brock is a four-year team member and is the son of Chad and Tracy Hamilton. Our next senior football player is number 56, Luke Hillman, who is a four-year team member. He is the son of Johnny and Becky Hillman. Our ninth senior football player is number 24, John Martinez, who is a four-year team member. John is the son of Jay and Shelly Martinez. Our next senior is Knox Poirier. Knox is a four-year team member and wears number 5. He is the son of Joey and Angela Poirier. Our next senior is Blaine Rodrigue, who proudly wears number 1. Blaine is a four-year team member and the son of Brad and Tiffany Rodrigue. Nathan Saylor, number 2, is our next senior football player. Nathan is a 4-year member and is the son of Craig and Aaron Saylor. Our next senior is Peyton Scott. He is a 2-year team member. Peyton wears number 54 and is the son of Kelly and Julie Scott. Our last senior football player is number 66, Guy Woods. He is a 4-year team member. He is the son of Kenneth Romero and Ryan Griffin, and Cami Romero and Jill Woods. Our next senior to be honored tonight is one senior sports medicine representative. Luke Fontenot is a 2-year member and serves as captain of the sports medicine team. He is the son of Chad and Lisa Fontenot, but is being escorted tonight by Mrs. Reagan Hutchins, our athletic trainer. Warrior fans, please join us in giving this great group of seniors a round of applause. You all make us Warrior proud.
There was your senior night presentation for the Warriors. We're going to wait on senior dad, Coach Craig Saylor, to come back up, and we'll get this pregame underway. We'll be back.
All right, good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to the Warrior Broadcast Network. We are here live from OLYMPIA Stadium for tonight's District 6 4A contest between the visiting BRUSLY Panthers and your St. Michael Warriors. This is a game that both teams need as they are preparing to head into the playoffs, and it's a wet one tonight, so we'll see how the field conditions play a factor in tonight's game. But joining me, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. Jeffrey Vaquero, class of 2015. Jeff, what's up, man?
Good to be here, Coach. Excited to be into November here. November's for contenders in high school football, and was hoping by the time we got to November we're going to get some games, hopefully in the high 50s, low 60s, but instead we just got a really soggy field to play on. So was able to go down there and walk on the field a little bit pregame. It's sloppy. I'm expecting some turnovers.
Yeah, walking down there on the field before the game, it's not as bad as you would expect. There are some soft spots out there around the 50-yard line, kind of down the hashes a little bit. But for the most part, the rest of the field is in fairly good shape. As most of you know out there, hadn't had much rain, but right now, here come your St. Michael Warriors. And Warriors are hitting the sideline for tonight. It's senior night, too.
Yep.
We didn't really have much of a pregame out there for you guys. We had the presentation of the seniors out there on the field. So, looking back real quick, just kind of getting a quick recap of last week. Took the win 17-7 over at Port Allen. Can't say it was the most aesthetically pleasing game that we've played this year, but a win's a win. They all count the same. The PowerPoints all count the same at the end of the day. The offense, as we kind of talked about a little bit towards the end, just kind of had a little bit of trouble finding consistency. A lot of missed blocking assignments out there. But Port Allen did a good job of taking away Johnny McCarty, who coming into last week was the leader in receiving in the Baton Rouge area. Only 109 yards of total offense, 75 passing, 34 rushing. But the defense shut them down. The Port Allen offense really did not get anything going. The only touchdown, I believe, was off of a very, very short field, and defense only gave up 105 yards total offense, 34 yards rushing, 71 passing, forced 2 turnovers, lots of tackles out there. Boudreaux with 7, Dawson with 11, Darson with 5, had a pick 6 as well. Poirier 8 tackles. McCarty had an interception. The defense really did show up last week.
Yeah, and the major question for me would have been, how does a team that only puts up 109 total yards of offense end up winning the football game? And the answer is your defense only gives up 105 yards. Your defense really came out, put the team on their back when they needed it, and really strong performance on the defensive side of the football. And the offense put points up when they had to. So, a good-looking comeback win for the Warriors, or a not-so-good-looking comeback win for the Warriors, but got the job done there. Moving on to BRUSLY, they're 6-2, 4-2 in the district. Their wins against Port Allen, Broadmoor, which was a forfeit for Broadmoor, Tara, is that Donaldsonville?
Donaldsonville.
Bel Air,
Yep.
McKinley, and losses at Westfell and Plaquemine.
Yep.
So they're 2 losses probably to the 2 strongest teams in the district.
Yep. This is a BRUSLY team coming into the night. They're a pretty good football team, pretty good club, with led by their senior quarterback number 2 Hogan, who missed last year due to an injury. This is a BRUSLY team who came off of last year having a very down season. They've gone completely spread offense. They don't really have a singular go-to guy. They like to spread the wealth. They have a lot of good athletes at the skill positions, but they can be explosive at times with some good athletes out there. In watching the film a little bit, they are pretty balanced. They use the quarterback run. They have a fairly capable running back. They have a couple of receivers who are in the top, numbers in the area as far as leaders in receiving. They try to use motion to confuse. I don't know if anybody read the article in the paper this week that Talked to a couple defensive coordinators from around the area, but they talked about sort of what, why they think that the scores are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a lot of them said they, using motion, using formations, tempo sometimes. So, I think we're going to see that from BRUSLY, and we'll see if our defense can kind of figure that out as you see BRUSLY finally heading to the sidelines. But defensively, they run a 4-2. They'll kind of go to a sort of a 3-3 look. They really switch defenses without really any kind of rhyme or reason. They do have a pretty good defensive end, number 11, Wesley. And then their safety, number 7, Watts, has been a guy who we've watched for the last couple of years.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him again. Going back to St. Michael here, we got to start playing our best ball. Obviously, heading into playoffs, you're in the month of November here. Last couple of regular season games, you got to start kind of getting that flow together.
I mean, so the question is this a must-win? We'll come back. We got the prayer pledge going. We'll try to get a few more things in here, keys of the game, before we get to the kickoff. All right, there you have it, the national anthem from the Big Red Band from Warrior Land. But Jeff kind of went just before that. You don't ever want to say anything is a must-win until like it literally is a must-win. But if the Warriors want to try to secure that playoff bye and secure that home game for sure, this is one of those games that they need to win.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there, and you've got some things starting to go a little bit in your direction. You got all the available guys back this week that don't absolutely have to be out due to injuries or whatever. So you got some, things rolling in your motion there in your direction.
Yeah, so captain's heading out there, number 56, Luke Hillman, number 57, Nathan Bell, and number 8, Damian Willett are your captains tonight, along with all the other seniors lined up right behind them. Captains for the Panthers looks like that is number 3, Tyron Stewart, and I believe that's number 2, Josiah Hogan. Like Warriors win the toss, or maybe they don't. Nope. BRUSLY won the toss. They elected to defer. St. Michael will get the ball to start the first half. So just a couple of things, keys to the game tonight. I think, we talked about this probably last week. Ball control, and I think third down efficiency on offense. Third down efficiency was something that we didn't really do very well last week. I believe we were 0 last week on third down. So converting on third down is huge. But we've talked about it before, not getting yourself behind the chains as well is going to be a big thing. And then defensively, force some turnovers and try to eliminate those big plays. But should be a good one tonight. Hopefully the weather doesn't become a factor. Hopefully the field conditions aren't a factor tonight. But we'll get things rolling here. It'll be McCarty and Mayu back deep as usual. Jeff, it's Friday night, and we are ready to roll, ready to get things going, man. I'm excited.
Here we go, Coach.
I can't believe we're already week 9.
This is crazy. That really is crazy. And looking forward. Is this our last game in Olympia?
Last regular season game at Olympia.
Yep.
We get that playoff game, we might be back here for a playoff game if we can secure that home game. And popped up short. And nobody's going after it as it rolls towards the sideline. Coach, what was that?
What was that?
I'm not sure what that was.
I don't know.
That ball's going to be down at inside the 15-yard line. Coach, I don't know what Johnny McCarty was doing.
I think he thought that football was going out of bounds there for an illegal procedure and just never really made its way there. And I think he just made the decision to kind of push it out of bounds there.
I heard a secondary whistle. I don't know if that was the referee blowing his whistle after the kickoff team started their approach. I'm not sure. I thought I heard a whistle, but maybe y'all just hearing things. But that was number 42, Alfredo Jurado, on the kickoff. So Warriors will have it 1st and 10 inside the 15. It's like the ball is spotted at the 13-yard line. You're going to see a little different look tonight with some injuries on the horizon. That's going to be Johnny McCarty in the backfield. Your eyes do not deceive you at running back. McCarty's going to take the handoff, try to cut back, spin outside, and he's going to get out close to the 20-yard line. Nope, he's going to be down at the 18-yard line. So pick up about 5 yards, 2nd and 5. A little interesting wrinkle here for the Warriors with Saylor, who started last week, going down with an ankle injury late in that game. McCarty doesn't really have anywhere to go. Tackled by number 4, that's Samuel Johnson. So the question tonight is, how many chances are the Warriors going to take in the passing game?
Yeah, and I think, that's something that they found a little bit of success with the last couple of weeks in this quick game that I think they've started to kind of unveil a little bit in their offense with just little 5-yard hitches, speed out, stuff like that. They've found a lot of success in that. So we'll see. And a lot of that also hinges on how much time does Johnny McCarty spend in the backfield tonight.
And the Warriors are going to go Wildcat, taking a lot of time. And they're going to have to take a timeout. Took way too much time to get set. A couple of the receivers were way too casual heading out to their positions, and they're forced to burn a timeout here with 11:07 left to go. We'll take a timeout as the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Warriors going to come out with that Wildcat look. They're just going to kind of flip the formation with Jackson Sampson. That's C.J. Levinson in motion. Takes the handoff, and flags are going to fly. There's going to be a holding called right there. And it's definitely going to be a hold. And it's going to get Guy Woods, who planted his guy on the ground, and they're going to go ahead and call that holding.
Holding on the offense.
That's going to back them up. Going to create a 3rd and 15. They got the first down. It was a pretty nice-looking play right there as Livingston took the jet sweep. Found a little bit of room. Got enough, so they're going to stay in the Wildcat look. They're going to be back to inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Behind the chains.
Yep. That's just something the Warriors cannot be successful in, being behind the chains. Sampson had a hole for just a second, and he fell out just short of probably back to the original line of scrimmage. Might have picked up just an extra yard there, picked up about 6, so it's going to be 4th and 9. Warriors are going to have to punt, and they're going to be punting from right around their goal line. And the word was there was a little bit of trouble on the deep snap before the game.
Yep. It is soggy down there. The ball's wet, especially on the sidelines.
Yeah, dual returners for BRUSLY, and they're going to come heavy off of their left side, the offensive right, and that's going to be a false start. As Luke Rougeau fell back in his snap, Coach, he saw those 4 guys just lined up almost right over him and got a little bit too antsy. So now they're going to be punting from their end zone.
Yeah, that is not ideal on a night like tonight.
Well, I mean, you're right now you're in the position you're in because of a bit of a special teams mistake on the return.
Yep.
So you don't want to compound it with another one here on this punt now from about 5 yards into your end zone. Ben Jones just got to make sure he catches this ball. Jones with a line drive. That thing is going to bounce, and
that touched him.
That
touched him.
I think it hit Willett first, Coach. I think it hit Damian Willett first. Nope, they're going to give us the ball.
Yep.
I thought it hit Damian Willett first, Coach. That's a kind of a break, possibly. But I do believe it hit Damian Willett first. The way that Willett reacted, it looked like it bounced up and hit him in the maybe the right shoulder. They're talking it over right now, so hopefully they didn't see that hit Damian.
Yeah, they did.
Yep, Warriors touched it. Yeah, it'll be BRUSLY football. Starting out there for the Warriors, you have Blaine Rodrigue and Jackson Sampson at end. And at defensive tackle, you got seniors Dre Dixon and Adam Bell out there, Coach, to start the game. The senior getting the opportunity to start. And then your 2 senior linebackers, Boudreaux and Poirier. And out on the edges, Foreman and Dawson. And then at corner, Livingston and Sutton, and your free safety is Seth Darsom. And false start going to be called on BRUSLY.
Boudreaux thought that might have been on him.
He did, because I think he got a couple of Boudreaux and Poirier got a couple of offsides penalties last week.
Yeah.
On the old delay freeze from the offense. That's Josiah Hogan at quarterback. They're in an empty set. That's number 13, Austin Young, going to come in motion. They're going to roll out and find the receiver. That cannot be complete. They're going to give him the completion on that, Coach.
It looked like he skipped it.
Coach. That was complete to Stewart. That ball looked like it definitely bounced on the ground.
Hogan's got a little wheels there. You saw it a little bit on that rollout. He could be a threat to run.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. Two backs in the backfield. I think that's number 13, Young, and number 0, Gales, alongside of Hogan. It's going to be Young. Gets across the 30 down to the 29. It's going to get a couple of yards, bring up third and about 4 yards.
Big opportunity here.
Yeah, rest of the offense for BRUSLY. Number 10, Drake Vincent is another receiver, split out wide. Provo, Brown, Dupree, and Woolfolk are there up in front at the offensive line spots for him. Handoff. Nope. Fake. And he's going to flip it. Young's going to have a lot of room, and he's going to break a tackle and get into the end zone.
Yeah.
Well,
it really just kind of puts your defender in a tough spot there. You know, do you go for the quarterback? Do you take the man in the flat? We made a bet, try to get to the football, try to get to the quarterback, didn't get there.
Sutton tried to come off his block. It looked like there might have been a little grabbing going on, but of course Warriors not going to get that call.
Yep. And an opportunity to knock Young out of bounds there at about 13.
Yeah, Sutton went for the tackle instead of just trying to shove him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Now they're going to shift. That's Gerardo going to be doing the kicking. Number 49, Braden Ray is your holder.
I did want to say during the kickoff, Alfredo Gerardo is a pretty awesome name.
It might go on the old name team.
It might.
It could go. It's a candidate. Gerardo's kick is up and it is good.
He hit the American
flagpole. Huh? That's pretty accurate. I think that thing is right in the middle.
Right down the center.
So your score with 8:31 left to go in the first quarter, BRUSLY 7, St. Michael 0. We'll be back. All right, Warriors going to receive again after the Panthers had a fairly short field, just about a 30-yard drive or 35-yard drive. Gerardo pops it straight up the middle. Fair catch called for by East.
Fair catch is caught by number 23, Hayden East.
So Warriors will have the ball at the 25-yard line. Coach, Warriors just need to scoot their entire return team up.
Yeah.
By about 10 yards.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to see them boot one deep all night there.
If Gerardo does get into one, then you can just go back and go get it.
Yeah.
But I would not let them just continue to pooch that ball right there. Warriors come out 2-by-2. McCarty in the backfield.
Got to get positive yards on first down.
Hamilton going to throw the out route. Willett makes the catch, makes a move. Good move by Willett. Knocked out of bounds, then thrown on the ground by number 45, Ray.
And they were asking for a penalty there. Not sure they're going to get it, but good move by Willett out there.
Yep, 9-yard pitch and catch.
Quick game
Second
passing.
and 1. Yeah, good quick out right there. Hamilton with a bunch to the near side on the short side of the field.
They got McCarty on a one-on-one up top.
That's Boyles, Coach. And the attempted little now screen loses a couple of yards. And McCarty's in the backfield.
Yeah, you're right.
McCarty's running back. That's Jack Boyles. They lost 2 yards on that quick screen. Not much blocking going on out there. Now they're going to shift the 3-by-1 to the opposite side of the field. Plenty of time on the clock. 3rd and 3. They need the 35. Ball spotted at the 32.
Safety's playing 7 yards off the ball.
Yeah, he's way up there. Hamilton puts it in the belly and goes back a yard. So he loses another yard.
Brought down short on the play.
4th and 4, they're going to bring out the punt team.
Yeah, 4th and 4. Got to punt it at the 31-yard line.
Ben Jones on the punt for the Warriors.
So good drive starter there. Got 9 yards and you went backwards 4. Ben Jones on the punt.
Bringing pressure.
Snap was pretty good. Jones gets a high kick. Going to be fielded. He muffs it. And ball's still alive, and they're going to come up with it, Coach. That was the golden opportunity to pick that one up. That was picked up by number 6, Darian Bennett. Got to it, Coach. That was just right there, ripe for the picking on the mistake on their special teams.
Yeah, and that's, one of those things where you've been somewhat poor at special teams, especially in the later half of the season. You wish that one of those things would go your way, kind of even it out a little bit.
Young is your running back behind Hogan in the pistol. Young tries to go right up the middle. Poirier and others were there. Picked up about 3 to the 36.
Gain of 3. Second down, 7 to go.
A 2nd and 7. Really loves that sprint out to that wide side of the field right here.
Yeah, and they set up too wide out there. Could be going to it.
Freshman number 40, Nathan Hodge, as your H-back. They're going to go try right back up the middle. I think that was number 0, Gales. Nothing doing up the middle.
Sampson on the stop.
Sampson and others in there. Aiden Horton and Leandre Dixon inside.
There you go.
Yeah, they're gonna flip the 2 receivers into the boundary here. Bottom of your screen. Hogan trying to draw the Warriors off sides. And just throw the slant, and nice job by C.J. Livingston. Good to have C.J. back out there on the field. Incomplete to, I believe that was intended for Irving.
Great coverage
Livingston,
there.
what a play, Coach. That looks, you see those kind of plays on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yep. Inside slant there, he's got to step on you. Livingston does a great job of getting in there and just swatting that ball out with his inside hand.
Yeah, he just reversed that leverage there.
Yep.
Use that offhand to swat down at the hands and the ball. Really going with the shield here on the punt. And the kick is away. It's a wobbler. They need to let that thing hit and bounce. And settle down at the 33-yard line. So it'll be first down Warriors at the 33. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Finish up the starters for the Warriors. Receivers, you got Damian Willett, Jack Boyle, C.J. Livingston. Up front, Doug Kelly, Luke Hillman, Guy Woods, Peyton Scott, and Luke Rougeau, the normal 5. Outside, little out to Boyle, picked up 3.
Yep.
Just ran the out route from his inside receiver position in the 2x2. Warriors going to stick with the 4 receivers. That's freshman Joe Bourgeois, number 34. There's this 3x1 is split way out here. McCarty tried to cut it back inside. Going to fight forward for a couple of yards.
And the Warriors have struggled with that inside run for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up about 3, so it's going to create a 3rd and 5. They need the 43-yard line. Ball is spotted at the 38. Hamilton straight back.
4.
Got pressures. Going to sprint out and get taken down. For the sack, number 14 was there. That's Hunter Bickham and a couple other guys there as well. Looked like Wesley was in on that.
Yeah, and they gave him a cover 4 look there on defense out of the 2x2 look. interesting to see, Coach, when they give you this 3-by-1, 50% of the time they've come out in 3-by-1, the lone receiver has had press coverage. I'm wondering if you try to throw C.J. Livingston out there on a 3-by-1, make him the single receiver, and see if they'll give you press coverage and throw him a jump ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They're probably going to just continue to do that and just dare you to go one-on-one, and that's Boyles out there instead of McCarty. Jones with another line drive punt that's going to hit and roll. Decent roll down to the 44-yard line. So Jones's punt comes to rest, 44-yard line. BRUSLY will take over with 3:07 left to go in the first. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Empty set again for BRUSLY with the H-back. I'm gonna throw this quick screen out to Young. Coach, it was a one-on-one out there. It was 1-on-2.
Yep.
And Young winds up with a good gain.
You're exactly right. All they had out there was C.J. Livingston, and just good job of that outside wide receiver taking his man, blocking him one-on-one, and you had numbers. Good play call, good execution.
That same look, Coach.
Yep.
Motion from Young. Inside handoff. Young's got a little room. He's going to get across for the first down. Crosses the 35 down to the 34. Coach, and unfortunately, the atmosphere in the stand seems as dreary as the weather.
Yeah, I think so. It's a little bit thinner than we would usually see, I would imagine. Weather has a lot to do with that.
Outside, number 6. Nice gang tackle there. Foreman and Sutton.
Brought down by Hudson, Foreman, and
Hogan took quite a lick, I think, from Knox Poirier, Coach, as he was letting that ball go.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Coach, take a look at the left tackle, and just in your opinion, is there any way that he's in line with the hip of the center? It looks like the flying V, Coach.
Not even close.
Not even close. But they're never going to call that. Boudreaux had Young in the backfield, slipped it.
That's incredible. It's almost like a sniffer back there.
Yeah. Yeah. Both tackles, really. But 72, number 72, that's Zakai Provo is in the backfield.
Yeah.
As a tackle.
Good eye. I can't stop looking at it now that you pointed it out.
I noticed it a little while ago and just had to point it out. And Coach, he's set back even further than he was the first time. Look at the right tackle, too.
Yeah, he's way back.
Goodness gracious. Young on the screen again. Nope, that's Gales, and the Warriors can't secure the tackle. He's going to, I think he got enough for the first down on the second effort. See where they spot him. He needed the, yep, he got enough for the first down. He needed the 24.
Yeah, and the Panthers are just taking these screens all day.
They're just going to keep going to it the entire game. 2 backs in the backfield now. Hogan trying to get defense to either show their hand or jump off sides. And they're going to roll it back, and flag called for false start.
false start against the offense. Back them on up. It'll be 1st and 15.
We're going to call this the double tackle wing offense, Coach.
Yeah. When they go 2-by-1 like that, 2 to the top of the screen, is that Hudson Foreman that we roll down over that second
Yes.
receiver? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's Foreman up there.
Yeah, he's cheating this screen now. He's waiting on it.
Gales. Now they're going to throw the quick out or the quick hitch to number 6, Bennett, and tackle missed, and he's going to just easily take it in the end zone for a 28-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah, and I think that's
Sutton. It was just one-on-one with Sutton.
Yeah,
and
Sutton tried to make the tackle there. He went for the inside, missed the tackle. He rolls it out and takes it for 6.
Yeah, Darian Bennett just gave him the spin towards the sideline, and he takes it in from 29 yards out. They're going to run the swinging gate, and they're going to get the conversion. So with 11.6 seconds left, 15-0, Panthers on top. We'll be back. And we are back. It'll be Hirado kicking it off. Same kick. Going to hit. Mayu going to field it on the bounce. And not get much. He might have got to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Coach. We need to just move everybody up 10 yards there.
Coach, it doesn't look like anybody wants to hit anybody right now.
Yeah. Just coming out a little dead from the Warriors today.
That's what I always say about senior night, man.
Yep.
Senior nights. All right, let's see if they can get some life into them right here. We've had a couple of nice plays, and then the very next thing comes into a sack or a penalty. We just right now just kind of can't get out of our own way. We're going back to the Wildcat with Sampson. Levinson in motion. They're going to snap is fumbled by Sampson. He's going to just get hammered. Coach, I tell you, Grayson Boudreaux just gave Braden Ray all he wanted.
I saw that out
on
there.
That. So a loss of about 10 yards. So we're at the end of the first. 15-0 your score. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back. All right, we are back here to start the second quarter.
Got some ground to make up here, Coach. Although on this side of the field, they're giving us 2nd and 14 instead of 2nd and 20.
Yeah, it should be back about a few more yards, but hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
no one picked up on that on the BRUSLY side. So
no, they haven't. Let's hope they don't. Hamilton and was that the snap? Did Woods just miss the snap? I guess the ball just slipped out of his hands as he was trying to snap it, and that's gonna go backwards about 2. So now you're in third and 15. Hamilton going to drop back, going to try to throw the out route right through Bulls' hands. And that'll be 4th down again.
Good ball there.
Ball is spotted on.
I still think even if he catches that, he's probably a couple yards short.
Yeah, I think he's come about 3-4 yards short. Ball's spotted at the 12. So Ben Jones will be, again, in his end zone punting.
See if BRUSLY's going to bring pressure.
Coach, I'm surprised BRUSLY is not just bringing everybody. They're still going with this two returner set.
Yeah.
Jones, wobbler over, nope, right down the middle, or a little bit towards our sideline. It hits and doesn't go very far. Down at the 33-yard line. About a 21-yard punt.
Yep. Yeah, and they came out in kind of that pistol returner formation. I thought for sure that middle guy was going to try to field that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to come up and try to catch it. He just let it kind of wobble over this way towards the sideline. BRUSLY empty set again with the H-back to the wide side behind the tackle wing. They're going to throw the screen again, and that one is going to be complete, but a loss of yardage there. Bad throw from Hogan to number 10, Drake Vincent. He almost bounced that one.
Yeah. And I'm sure they wish they did.
Yeah.
Loss of 4.
If I'm the BRUSLY coaches, I'm telling Vincent, just don't catch that next time.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 14. 2 backs in the backfield now. Gonna hand it off Young. Nope, fake. And there's the receiver in the flat. That's Gales. Picks up a couple. Very similar to the first touchdown that BRUSLY ran. That was Gales who was lined up in the backfield. He just snuck out into the flat on the near side.
And honestly, good thing Boudreaux's that fast, because he could have taken that one in.
Quinn Wyndham checking in.
There we go, Quinn. One of my favorite names on the team. I've been adamant on that since he was a freshman.
Yep. Still just sophomore, Coach. Seems like we've been around for longer than that, huh? Gales gets hit. Sampson had him, Coach. Gales bounces off, and he's going to take that one to the house. That's going to go all the way in. Coach, Jackson Sampson had him in the backfield, and Gales just peeled right off of him.
And I think that's what ended up kind of sucking in the outside of your defense there, the contained part of your defense there. Yep. They thought he had him in the backfield.
A 28-yard touchdown run from Gales makes it 21-0 with 9:54. Coach, right now, if you're a player, you gotta just looking deep down inside of you and just say we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We've got to play better.
Yeah.
We've got to get some energy. Kick is up and it is good. So 9:54 left, 22-0. Panthers up. The Way Broadcast Network. All right, it'll be Hirado teeing it up. It's like the Warriors moved up their return guys just a little bit. There's absolutely no wind to speak of tonight. Kind of surprised with a little bit of a, I guess, kind of a front coming through. No wind behind it.
It's interesting. Yeah, you can see that American flag in the end zone,
Just
no movement.
Dead still. Hirado, a little better boot. Mayu fields it far side. And, again, he just kind of was unsure of where he wanted to go, but got it out across the 20. But Coach, like you said, this whole game has been played within this one little section of the field. Now that we flipped the field, it kind of just flipped the section of the field that it was in, but it's the same kind of yardage that we're playing this whole game on. The Warriors haven't been able to push the ball and get anything going on offense. So, BRUSLY's got, some pretty short fields. He's just going to have to get at least a little bit of something going here.
Get a first down or two. Try to play the field position game a little bit. Slow down this BRUSLY offense.
Boogie Levinson in the game now for the Warriors. McCarty with a couple of yards.
Shout out to everybody watching at home. Adam Richard, Lowell Munch. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Go Warriors.
As always, thanks for tuning in here to the Warrior Broadcast Network. You've got a Panther fan in there. A little let's go Panthers.
I think I saw number 25, Grant Baldwin, checking the game.
Yeah, he's playing super back. Boogie Levinson pulls it, gives a little move on the outside, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Coach, just a little bit of shiftiness back there from the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of hop, jump cuts, and all kinds of movement back there. Good job, young fella.
Just slippery, Coach. Just brings a different dimension to the offense. You hate to put the freshman in this kind of spot, but you need to change something up a little bit to get a little bit of a spark. And whistle. There's going to be a offsides call.
All right.
Coach, he might have called that on that corner up there.
Top side of the screen.
It might have been on number, what is that? No, is that number 35?
35.
Coach? 35, Dervin Ricard. Coach, that's a freshman.
It's a freshman out there. Yeah, I mean, again, interested to see if we can go to that 3-by-1 set. I'm telling you, I would love some press man with C.J. Livingston.
Boogie with the fake, slips out of another tackle, is going to maybe get a yard.
Maybe a little bit better of a option there, probably to give to McCarty there to the outside.
Probably so. It's third and 4. Second and 4. Sorry, correction. That was a 1st and 5 we just had. McCarty trying to go cut back. Nothing was there. Johnson makes the stop. McCarty they're going to give him a yard. So 3rd and 3. Freshman quarterback, you're at your own 39-yard line. What are we going to see here, Coach?
Man, tough, but I don't really like it to this side of the field with number 11 playing your wide side D end here, but I did like that power toss we ran.
And Warriors are going to take a timeout there. Just a little bit confused. So we'll take a timeout with them as the Warrior Broadcast Network. And we're back. Boogie going to run the quarterback sweep. He's got some room. Tries to cut it back outside.
There you
He
go.
cuts it
First
back
down.
inside. That's a Hamilton Sales first down for the Warriors. And McCarty's going to get a lot of penalties.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Coach, McCarty is going to get a couple of them
Yep.
for pulling guys off the pile. You got to kind of respect the want to protect your freshman quarterback, but you can't do that.
Yep. And you know, again, a very respectable move there. I see what Johnny was doing, and he meant well there, but you're starting to move the football. You're getting up next to midfield for the first time in the game, and it's going to set you back again. I don't think we're going to get offsettings here, but that would be best case scenario.
Yes, it would. Personal foul, dead ball. And, yep, going to be the dead ball, personal foul on us.
Good-looking play, good-looking run there. You had some positive momentum going for the drive a little bit. You do get the first down still. Crowd's coming to life a little bit there with boos. Crowd's booing the call.
Yeah, ball will be going all the way back to the 31-yard line. All right, it was a first down. Getting in their shift to receivers near side. Handoff, McCarty up the middle. Running hard, crosses the 35 to the 36, pick up a 5.
And Coach, you
Look, the only thing you kind of say okay about that is you finally see a little bit of life.
Yeah,
A little bit of life.
bringing some energy back. But look, you talked about it in the break, Coach. Both of these corners for BRUSLY are freshmen. I mean, that's got to be something you're looking to exploit here, trying to get your matchups right. And I think that 3-by-1 set allows you to get a one-on-one matchup with a freshman.
Willett in motion. Little orbit motion. And McCarty, nothing's there, Coach.
You know,
He got a yard. Picked up a yard. 3rd and call it 4. Ball is at the 37. They need the 41. We're going to go back to the
got Cam Bowie and Meredith Dean in the live chat. Go Warriors, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on your Friday night.
2-by-2. 3rd and 4. Levinson going to drop back, going to put it up. Willett was in his hands and knocked away by the corner, Ricard. So that'll be 4th down again. Warriors going to have to punt.
Opportunity here to get a decent little kickoff and put BRUSLY in their own territory.
Yeah, maybe force them to go into the, start with the worst field position they've had so far.
Yeah.
They're going with that eye look on the return again. It's Bennett and Gales. Jones, high kick.
Good roll.
It hits. Bennett tried to field it, picked it up, and he's going to go down at the 29. So probably not a great decision by Bennett. He almost
Lost
it. He off his initial handling of the ball, he lost control of it, but got it back, but got hit. So
You said it,
a little
Coach.
bit of a chance.
Worst field position of the night for BRUSLY.
Yeah.
Inside their own 30. Offense helping out the defense a little bit there. Giving them some runway.
Young on the carry, gets a couple. Because Warriors have kind of contained that standard sort of run game. It's really just been the short passes and then just catch and run from the Panthers. So 2nd and 7. Handoff to Young again. He's breaking tackles. And that ball was out, Coach.
Yep. Doesn't look like we think we're on it.
I think Young may have fallen back on it. It may have fallen to the ground, and Young fell down right on top of it. It was a fumble. They got out to the 42. It'd be a first down for BRUSLY. Clock rolling with almost 4:50.
Still just a 3-score game. As bad as it felt in that beginning of this first half, still only a 3-score game.
And Hogan gets hit. Fake to Young. Got about a yard. And I'll give him 2. 2nd and 8. And incomplete pass.
Second time tonight they've come to that motion one way and they throw the hitch behind it.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 8. Coach, this is a really, really big spot for the Warriors. With under 4 minutes left, we're going to be without the clock here for a little while. We'll keep you updated on the clock situation. The 3rd and 8, BRUSLY taking their time.
The notorious shingle cowbell in the St. Michael section is roaring.
And not a lot of folks made the trip across the bridge from the west side for BRUSLY.
Yeah.
And timeout's going to be called by the Panthers. So we'll take a timeout with them. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back.
Here we go, guys. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 8 here for the Warriors. Clock at 3:59. Be a big stop here.
All right. Hogan trying to get the Warriors to jump. They're going to reverse.
Wow.
Nice little wrinkle there, and they're going to have enough. Gales breaks the tackle. It's going to be a face mask. There's going to be a face mask call. And another flag comes down.
Hey.
Did not see what that one was going to be.
The face mask probably saved a touchdown, number 1, and number 2, heck of a play call.
Yeah, that was a very creative play call.
Fake the screen they've run 5 times tonight and run a reverse behind it. I mean, that's
there's just
masterful.
You get geared up for that, and then come back to this weak side.
I don't know what that second call is going to be.
Personal foul, face mask.
And
I think it was both. I think both officials threw the face mask. Got a couple of fans right below us chirping about holding calls. We're not going to get that call to get for us. We're not going to get it. It just isn't going to happen. For whatever reason it is, and call it sour grapes, whatever you want to call it. Warriors they don't get any calls from the officials.
Yep.
Just don't understand why. Just don't ever get them called. Double tight. Fake Hogan on the edge. Good tackle by Foreman. Hogan falls forward about 4 yards.
Second down, 7 to go.
And BRUSLY's just letting that clock bleed. Play clock under 15 now. Game clock under 3. They're going to try to take as much time as they possibly can. Young just powers his way forward. Darsom in there on the tackle. And Boudreaux is just absolutely livid about the holding. It's not going to get called on us, Coach. It just will not happen. And
remember here,
3rd and 1.
BRUSLY's going to receive the kick after half.
Yeah, this is a big stop right here to try to at least keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and 1. And Hogan's going to keep right behind Young, and he's going to get down to about the 6. Big David Allen just checked in for the Warriors before that last play.
BRUSLY's going to bleed this thing down under 2 before they snap it.
They're going to throw the corner route, overthrew him. So 1:54, the clock is going to stop. 1:54 left to go in the half.
2nd and goal here.
Second and goal for the Panthers.
Ball's at the 7-yard line. 2 backs, handoff. Young cuts it, gets across down to just short, maybe the 1-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal. Third down and goal from the 1. Quick snap. Handoff. Nice stop by the Warrior defense. Blaine Rodrigue in there along with Grayson Boudreaux. And they're going to call the touchdown. Coach, I think when they brought Young down,
he rolled in.
He came down on top of a big pile and rolled in the end zone. The Warriors all thought they had to stop, and Young came down on top of just that big pile and rolled right in the end zone.
Just watch the replay. You're absolutely right.
Just when it's not we're not going your way right now, it's just not going your way. And extra point is blocked. And that was Foreman in there and Poirier. So with 1:26 left, your score 28-0. Panthers up. We'll be back. All right, McCarty and Mayu back there.
Mayu bailed out there by McCarty. Ricochets right off his chest, back onto the ground. McCarty was there to scoop it.
All right, ball going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. It's like Saylor in the backfield with Livingston. McCarty back out at his receiver spot. Baldwin in at the sniffer. Jet sweep. Willett trying to find some room, just not a whole lot there. Tried the old swim move. And he's going to pick up about 3.
Yeah, and I think the Warriors obviously are going to run a couple more plays here, see if they can break something out of the ordinary, but I think they're content with taking this thing to halftime.
Yeah, I think they're going to – they might just take it to halftime, Coach. And they got to run a play here, and then they'll probably just take it to the half. Same play going back the other way, but Livingston fakes it that time and picks up a couple up the middle, across the 30 to the 31. Clock is still running. They're not going to have to run another play. And they're probably like they're going to take it to the half. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. So Warriors are going to have to go to the locker room, sit down, come up with something, and see if they can come out in the second half and make a big comeback. So end of the first half, score 28-0 Panthers. We'll be back. All right, we are back. The Warriors hitting the sideline. Jeff, whatever we did in the first half, we just got to do the opposite of it in the second half.
Yep, I'm totally with you. We got band that's packed it up and going home because of this weather. It's a real slot fest out there. It looks like we got 6 guys left out there one's holding a Nathan Saylor Fathead.
Yep.
And we got 2 of which are in cotton St. Michael T-shirts right now. Just no ponchos, no hat.
Jeff,
just in the elements.
Not to sound too dad jokish, but they're Warriors.
Yeah, there you go.
They're real Warriors.
There you go, Dad.
Real Warriors. All right, it'll be Ben Jones set to kick it off, and we have the skies have opened up again on us.
It's coming down.
Here, it has been coming down since right about halfway through halftime. So Ben Jones set to kick it off, see where this thing goes. It's a wobbler. It hits, skips, having trouble picking it up. That's number 0, Gales, being chased down by Dawson, and the tackle slip, and Gales gets out in the open, and finally there was a bit of a block in the back miss somewhere around about the 20-yard line, but
opportunity to bring him down inside the 5 there would have been a hot start to the second half.
Coach, this is about the time where these referees are going to keep that flag in their pocket because they want to get out of here because it's raining. They're wet.
I agree with you.
It's the game is
good boot there by Ben Jones, by the way.
Oh yeah,
got some distance on that one.
Bennett had trouble coming up with it, or Gales rather. So let's see what the ball handling's like here now that it's started to come down even more. BRUSLY's going to keep this thing on the ground. And, you may not see this ball go in the air again. And there's a hold. And, Coach, just as I say,
yep,
we might not see a flag thrown. We finally get one. And they'll march them back. So about time.
And we do have the clock back up and running this go-round for the second half here. Guys, if you're in that live stream, don't forget to like this live stream and subscribe up to the channel. You got Coach Craig Saylor, the voice of the Warriors, bringing you a few more football games this year and a lot of other sports, pretty much all the other sports.
You'll be here for those football games too, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So double sniffer. And snap. Gets away. Ball's on the ground.
That's the break you need.
Picked up. And Warriors have it. That's picked up by Jackson Sampson.
And, Coach,
it'll be all about ball handling at this point, Coach.
I was about to tell you, you're down 4 scores.
Coach.
The weather's going to hurt you throwing the ball to catch up, but you might catch some breaks.
You would have loved for him to pick that ball up.
Get in the end zone there. Looks like they're going to take over from the 4 here. 11-10.
All right. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line. Be Livingston and Saylor in the backfield. Coach, just ball handling. Just get the snap and secure the handoff if that's what you're going to do. They're going to fake it. Livingston takes it to the right, trying to slip through. And quick whistle gets him down to the 2. So Boogie Livingston down to the 2-yard line.
Picking up 2 yards there. Kind of faking that throw there. Tucking it and running up the middle. Shifty runner, Livingston is. Coaches are signaling for McCarty to split out wide there to the top side of your screen. Power lead. Livingston's in.
Touchdown, Boogie. Boogie Livingston in for the touchdown for the Warriors with 10:26 left to go.
Livingston on the keeper for 6.
Good looking play there. You catch a break on defensive side of the ball, get it inside the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, you're in for 6. Big extra point here to cut this thing down to 21. Trouble in the hold. Brought down.
Who was that, Hamilton, coach?
Yep. Hamilton on the hold.
Yeah, just
a little bit of a high and inside snap. Wasn't able to keep hold of it.
I mean, at this point, you know, if you're a high school kid, being able to execute that is pretty difficult. We'll be back. Zoe Broadcast Network, 28-6. All right, and we are back at it. 10:26 left to go in the third, 28-6. Warriors got that huge break that they needed. It's almost like, let's just see if we can keep going with this. I mean, Jones, nice kick. That ball's going to hit. Gales is still fumbling it around. Warriors get down there. Now it's a matter of can you grab on a hold enough and get him down, and they did. He's just shy of the 20. Coach, he almost kicked it too far for the coverage to get down there and take advantage of the muff.
That's back-to-back really good boots from Ben Jones, deep opportunities to tackle them within their own 10-yard line.
And the rain is still coming down, but it's not a downpour anymore. It's still kind of more of a steady rain.
Yeah.
Instead of just the actual just skies opening up.
Right there, as soon as halftime hit, it was skies open.
Yes, it was.
And no wind. It was just crazy.
Yes, it was.
Looks like they're going to give them 3.5 there on the carry. Clock down to about 10 minutes here.
So second and 6, 5. Handoff. It's going to be Gales. He's got an opening. He's going to get out in the open field at the 40. Levingston runs him down from behind. He just hit a seam and just was able to
stretch it there. But look, number 0 is not slow, and C.J. Levingston just walked him down.
Yeah, Levingston closed that ground pretty quickly. Thank goodness he did, because if not, Gales was gonna make a house call there.
Yeah, and Levingston just his first year on this St. Michael football team. I think a coaching moment for him there was, you got an opportunity. A guy does not know you're coming from behind. Punch that football out.
Yep. Handoff, Young up the middle.
Levingston really a kind of back on that note, really a welcomed addition to this Warrior defense and offense this year. And as now we're getting into a good portion of his season played here. He's really starting to come into his own as a football player. Got a guy who's got all the physical traits and athletic ability in the world, and he's really starting to come along as a football player.
Yeah, we saw him make a really nice play. Ball's on the ground, and Hogan's going to get onto it. We saw him make a really nice play earlier on a pass breakup.
Yep. 3rd and 12 here. Warrior fans that are left getting fired up a little bit. Something about being out in the rain. You're just like, it wakes you up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Finally got a little life. Hogan back there by himself now. He's going to attempt to throw it. Throws it out there. Good tackle
move
by Sutton.
And Jackson Sampson was about 6 inches away from getting a paw up on that football, too. They're reading that screen now.
Coach, I don't know if it's just the weather changing or maybe something was said at halftime, but the Warriors have come out with quite a bit more life here. So 4th down, and Warriors are running guys in and out. And now
get lucky with a bad snap here or a good return.
A lot of confusion on the special teams.
We're sending.
He almost dropped that one, and good kick. It's going to hit, and it's going to bounce.
What a kick.
They're going to call that down.
I thought that might have been in the
at
end
the
zone.
1 yard line. Oh, just an absolutely
I'm gonna watch this replay.
horrendous break for the Warriors. I mean, that's the play. You're going to let that bounce. You're not going to run the risk of trying to field that ball.
Wow, he did. He stopped at the half-yard line there, batted it back in.
He almost rolled into the end zone. There's a flag somewhere out there. There's going to be a hold. They're going to call a holding. Now they're going to call a block in the back. Oh, you got to love it, Coach.
Half the distance to the goal. They'll move it back 12 inches.
So never mind the blatant one on the opening kickoff of the half. We're going to get that one called as the ball is down at the half-yard line. So now it becomes how dry can we keep our hands if you're the center, the quarterback, and probably the running back as well.
Yeah, and Coach Leger went and grabbed a fresh towel right before that and ran it out to Guy Woods.
I don't know how many more fresh towels you can be able to find at this particular point in time.
Yep.
You're just going to have to hope you can keep that a somewhat dry football in there. And it'll be Boogie still heading back out there. So the Warriors are going to ride with the freshman at the half-yard line. I don't know if you're going to see any kind of handoff or anything. Boogie may just keep this thing in his own hands and try to get what he can to move out a little bit.
I think you're probably
Saylor
right.
and Poirier in the backfield. They may just get behind Knox. Yep, they're going to go behind Knox. And
Safety.
Boogie can't get out of the end zone. The safety. There was just an interior pressure there. And the defender was able to get to him and brought him down in the end zone. So that momentum that the Warriors had is now kind of gotten flipped back after a punt that, I mean, there's really just nothing you can do about that.
Just
So
a great special teams play.
Yeah, 6:39 left to go here in the third. Scores 30-6. So we'll take a brief timeout. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back.
Here at St. Michael High School, we are making things smarter and greener with LK's bottle filling stations and Zern's touchless flush valves and faucets. Interested in doing the same for your office or building? Zern LK is proudly represented by Hamilton Sales in Baton Rouge. Contact them today to learn how they can help retrofit your space with sustainable solutions.
All right, we are back. Warriors will be going with the freak coach. I got to give a huge shout out to the BRUSLY band who is still here. Big shout out to the BRUSLY band still over there in the rainstorm that has popped back up.
That's pretty incredible. They
That is
rode this
pretty
thing
impressive.
out. They evacuated there for a second, left the instruments up there. Just
Jones,
resumed.
high free kick, bounces at the 40, picked up by Gales. He's got a lot of room over there to the far side of the field. And Warriors are finally going to get him down as he gets all the way down to the – they're going to spot him at the 32-yard line, I believe.
And sitting here with 6:30 left on the clock. Feels like a situation where, man, you'd love a fumble or a missed snap. Scoop.
You gotta hope for that right now.
Yeah.
That's what you really gotta kind of your only hope at this point. And Young's got room, and he's gonna break it all the way down across the 15-yard line. Darsom finally brought him down at around the – where are they going to mark him? At the 13-yard line.
Yep.
Waiting on the chain gang to get set up. Play clock still going. Game clock still going. Under 6 minutes now. Young finds a hole.
Young's a good little power back.
Yeah, he's not. He's a decent size young man. The junior running back. So we'll be seeing him out there again next year. 2nd and about 4. Picked up 6. Down inside the 10. Hand off Young again, straight ahead. Goes across the 5. It's like he's down to about the 4-yard line. That's going to be just short of a first down. Big third down here. 3rd and not a long 2. Hand off, Young, nothing.
Short.
Going to get stood up. I don't think he got enough. Nope, it's going to be 4th down. And BRUSLY obviously, no, they're going to.
Yeah,
nope, they gave him the first down. He got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal.
By the nose of a football.
Yeah, I thought he may have come up short. But he must have just got it there at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Snap, Young dragging some tacklers down to the 1-yard line.
Man, and I feel like this would feel a little bit different if we would have gotten a touch back there on that punt right before the safety.
Yeah, that was a total momentum shifter right there. Hogan gonna roll out. Flag gonna be thrown regardless of what happened. He got stopped short. There's gonna be a hold thrown on the backside of the play.
Yep. Which you obviously take here.
Yeah,
So bring
3:30
back to
left to go. Flag was thrown at about the 5. I wonder if they're going to give that from the spot or if that's going to come from the original line.
That'll back the Panthers up. Replay 2nd down.
Looks like they're going from the previous spot. Ball on the 11.
Yeah, the 11-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 11. Well, make them just snap the ball a few more times and see if you can get them to have an errant snap again and maybe pick it up and score with it. That'd be kind of ideal. They're going to drop back to throw it. Throw in the fade.
Go ahead, pick.
And Sutton went up, tried to high point it. I think it went right through his hands. Bennett was the intended receiver. That's an interesting call right there, Coach.
Yeah,
He threw that. He threw a duck up there. Sutton had a chance. Two backs. Going to run the outside zone. Gales down to the 5.
4th and 5. I think you're obviously going to see
picked up 6. Yeah, fourth and goal from the 5-yard line. Let's see what the.
All right, Warrior fans, let's hear it.
See what the Panthers come up with here. They're going to sub in their H-back. Big number 29 coming in.
Christopher McNair, freshman.
So 4th down. Trying to get them to move. They're going to throw, and the receiver wide open. They just ran the little switch out there.
Yeah,
the slot receiver ran to the corner, or ran a fade to the pylon. The outside receiver ran the slant. The slant was wide open.
Yeah, and I think you had Darsham and Sutton over there kind of looking at each other like, whose guy was that?
Yep. Swinging gate. 36-6 with 2:29 left. Up, and it is good. So with 2:29 left to go, your score, Panthers 37, Warriors 6. We'll be back. All right, it'll be Gerardo set to kick. Gerardo kick going to be fielded by Mayu. Has some room, and almost, Coach, got caught from right behind.
Yeah, felt like
by number 12.
Might break that one there for a second.
That was Evan Poole, who slipped off a blocker, was able to make the tackle. Coach, all of us around here in South Louisiana has been asking for some rain. We didn't want this. We didn't mean this.
Yeah. Yeah, I walked in down on the field earlier. My toes are still wet. My socks are still wet.
I brought a dry pair of socks and a dry pair of shoes up here. I don't know if that's going to last when I get back to the car.
Veteran move.
I know. Handoff, Willett on the sweep. Just nothing there, Coach. Just strung out almost all the way to the sideline.
And again, the Warriors last 2 or 3 weeks have really struggled to run the football, and in particular over the right side of that line.
Timeout, Warriors. So forced to call timeout. So we'll be back here in just a minute. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Warriors, same formation. Motion. Levingson's going to throw it up. He's going to try to hit his brother, and just too far. He just overthrew him. They went for the shot right there, Coach.
Yeah, and I think CJ's going to tell him tonight when they get home, hey, bud, could add your first, 70-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, it's been the longest touchdown pass of his young career. CJ is a little upset, but not really a whole much you can do about it. It was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just overthrown.
With a wet ball.
Boogie gonna roll out and try to heave it up, throws a pop fly, and there's gonna be a flag thrown. It's gonna be roughing on the quarterback. Threw a pop fly that was almost intercepted. Boogie gets up a little bit slow. That pressure came back from the inside.
Yeah, Boogie got popped pretty
Personal
good there.
foul. Nope. Personal foul targeting. They're going to call a targeting personal foul, Coach. Have not seen that one thrown this year.
Well, have not either. I watched the replay. It was definitely
definitely a late hit.
Definitely roughing the passer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gone targeting there.
So that ball is going to go all the way out to the 44-yard line. Still going to be Boogie out there after he got up slow. Handoff, Sailor up the middle, trying to look for some room. Gets met by a linebacker. Picked up one. Coach, really outside of a couple of quarterback runs, the Warriors' run game just has not been able to get things in gear. This has been a little bit of something that has been a bit of a thing for them the last couple weeks. And that ball is on the ground. Boogie's going to pick it up, try to make as much as he can out of it. He almost should have just picked it up and fell on the ground at that particular point. He lost a bunch. Can't blame the young man for trying to make something out of nothing. That's Poirier, slow to get up.
He kind of took one to the gut there, I think.
Yeah.
Might have knocked the wind out of him.
Anything serious, he's going to be okay. He just needs a moment, the midsection.
Yep.
Took one. He's going to come off slowly. But you can't blame the youngster for trying to make a little something out of nothing there.
Absolutely.
Bunch set to the top of the screen. Sampson is your tight end. Boogie's going to drop back. He's looking. Going to throw it to where he thought McCarty was supposed to be. McCarty was making an outcut, and Levingston threw it like he was expecting him to run. Yeah, running kind of a curl. That'll be 4th down. Warriors going to send out the punt team.
16 seconds here in the third quarter.
Jones, no rush. End over end punt's going to hit and bounce out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And that'll be where we're at with 9.6 seconds left to go in the third. We'll be back. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. And we are back. Gales with the carry. Takes it out to the 40.
That's going to take us to the fourth. 37-6. We'll be back.
All right, we are back. Second and 6 for BRUSLY. Handoff. Nope, fake. Hogan going to keep it on the outside. Enough for the first down. Crosses the 40. Down to the 39 of the Warriors.
And Hogan hadn't made that much of a difference tonight, but a really good quality game manager quarterback. I mean, he's he's not really had to make any plays through the air tonight, but a good-looking quarterback. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes.
He's got a couple touchdown passes.
Yeah.
I don't know that the total of the touchdown passes has reached double digits in the air.
Yeah.
But the receivers caught it and were able to make something out of nothing. Couple of new faces in there for the Panthers. Number 80, McKnight in the slot. And Hogan, good fake. Boudreaux makes the tackle. That's a new running back in there too, Coach. Nope, never mind.
Got some more people hanging out with us in the live chat. Kelly Kane, Lori Kruzalak, Mr. Phil Hines. Go Warriors.
Thanks for tuning in. Coach, we'll have one more regular season broadcast coming your way. We'll be back amongst the people next week over at McKinley High School for Thursday Night Lights.
Yep.
Hogan keeps it again and picks up a few down to the 35. That'll bring up third down and about 6. Coach, always interested to travel over to McKinley High School, right there just south or just north of the campus of LSU. We'll be.
I think it had some parking issues there last time.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal thing, especially related to power issues as well. I secured us a generator for next week.
There we go. Softball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Reached out to softball parent. Shout out to the Canali family for hooking us up with a generator we can borrow for next week.
I need to remember to text Rob Smith and ask for a faculty pass for that faculty parking lot that McKinley's got in the back. They did not allow me access to that last time.
All right. We'll see what we can do for you, Coach.
Yeah,
so 4th and 1, timeout called. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Big 4th down stop here. 9:20 left to go in the game.
Resuming play, it'll be a BRUSLY Panther 4th down.
All right. Big heavy package in there for BRUSLY. Like Hogan's going to just try to quarterback sneak this thing. Nope, going to turn around, hand it off to Young, and Young's going to get enough. And a flag in the middle, going to be a holding call. As I believe that's Darsom, little slow getting up. Might have been on him. He might have just gotten yanked down to the ground. So that'll back it up, make it a 4th and 11 here, all the way to about the 40-yard line.
Looks like the rain's almost stopped out there.
Yeah, it's just kind of a much lighter rain.
They'll replay 4th down.
All right. Opportunity to get your defense off the field here. 4th and 11.
Again, if you're BRUSLY at this point, you're up pretty big. I don't know if you put the ball in harm's way of trying to throw it. Nope, they're going to punt.
Yep.
That's kind of what I thought they might elect to do. Warriors not going to put anybody back. That really doesn't make much sense to. They're going to try to just go after this thing.
Yeah.
Just hope for no roughing here. A lot of movement up front before that snap, Coach.
There.
A lot of movement, and that ball's going to hit, bounce, and it's going to settle down.
What a kick.
Inside the 10-yard line, down at the 7. A flag way back off to the side, Coach. I'm not real sure what that's going to be on. That flag was way over there towards BRUSLY's sideline at about the 48-yard line. Don't know if it maybe fell out of the referee's pocket. Let's see what he's going to call.
Coach Glenn Wisham and Phil Hines are telling us the Westfeld-McKinley game was postponed tonight until tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Personal foul on the Warriors. So that'll be half the distance of the goal. Wonder where that game was. It had to been played at. Had to be set to be played at McKinley.
Yeah.
When that field gets wet, it gets mighty, mighty nasty.
Warriors will take over from the 4-yard line, their own 4-yard line.
So that ball now is going to be down at the 5-yard line. It's still going to be Boogie with Saylor in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Boogie going to hand it to Saylor.
Nothing doing in the middle.
Just that defensive end unblocked. Just sat there on the edge. I think he may have lost a yard. Hamilton's going to check in. Nope, no gain. Ball still at the 5. Hamilton back in. Hamilton going to drop back to throw it. Throw it out to McCarty and hits number 35. And then flag going to be thrown. And I do believe Johnny McCarty may have just got tossed.
Yeah.
And there's just all kinds of laundry, hats.
Coach Leger walking out there trying to figure out what's going on, calling his team over.
Both teams going to head to the sideline. Referees are talking it over. Guy Woods having a conversation with the official as well.
Coach, you know what I just thought of? Coach Sid Edwards with the Struma has an election on Tuesday, practice, and then a game the following Friday. Talk about a wild lineup
Yes.
of a week there.
Oh, yes. Coach, I wonder what the outcome of that game was tonight. They were playing Plaquemine up at the reservation at Estruma. Estruma wins that game. They're right there in line for a share district. All right, so here we go. We're going to have a dead ball, personal foul on BRUSLY, unsportsmanlike on the Warriors, unsportsmanlike on the Warriors, and we'll see where that puts the ball.
Yeah. Plaquemine is up on Estruma 36-8 in the fourth quarter.
Whoa.
Wow.
Doesn't surprise me because Plaquemine's pretty good, Coach.
Plaquemine was very good.
So the ball, the down marker guy just walked all the way out towards the 15-yard line.
They're going to settle at I don't know that they're quite sure where they're going to settle at yet.
Still, the ball is, I guess, going to stay right where it was. And after all that, the ball is going to stay right exactly where it was.
And we'll play third down.
Coach, I'm telling you, the referee on that side, when he threw his flag, gave the ejection
Get out of
call.
here. Yeah.
Hamilton going to drop back and try to throw a fade again to McCarty. Catches it.
Caught it.
McCarty, no, he did not catch it. He had it and then dropped it. He had it and then just could not keep it in his hand. Not a bad little ball right there from Hamilton.
Great ball. Right on him. Dropped him in the trash can there.
Just over the defender's fingertips, and he just could not control it. So fourth down for the Warriors. Ball's at the 5. Coach Leger is going to punt it. He doesn't want to give them the ball at the 5-yard line.
With his heels in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, good snap. Jones kicks a line drive, spiral. It's going to hit and roll out to the 42-yard line. Nobody was back for BRUSLY, so 7:42 left to go in the ball game.
That was about a 40-yard kick.
Plaquemine, or BRUSLY, rather. I think the rain has just about completely subsided. BRUSLY hands it off. It's like a new running back in there.
Poirier, good job there getting some penetration, meeting him in the backfield.
Yeah, try to catch a number. Number 22 is the running back. That is Roderick Covington. Sophomore.
Loss of 1 there.
Yeah, loss. There's a TFL for Poirier.
Yes, indeed.
Covington again.
Poirier again.
Found a little room. It's like he may have picked up about about 6. 5. We're going to go third and 6.
Clock's down to 6:35 here in the fourth.
Yeah, Brusly's just letting as much time as they possibly can run off this clock. Try to get out of here with a victory. And they're going to take a timeout with 6:11 left. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
Here at St. Michael High School, we are making things smarter and greener with LK's bottle filling stations and Zurn's touchless flush valves and faucets. Interested in doing the same for your office or building? Zurn LK is proudly represented by Hamilton Sales in Baton Rouge. Contact them today to learn how they can help retrofit your space with sustainable solutions.
All right, we're back. Third down for the Panthers, 3rd and 6. Ball to 38. Hogan's going to drop back, throw the post on the play action. Incomplete, intended for Bennett.
Had a man.
Yeah, he had Bennett. Bennett beat Livingston. Correction, that was Irving. That was the intended receiver. And now we're going to have Brusly come on to punt. They're going to send Darsom back deep. And flag going to be called. There's going to be a motion penalty on, got to be some kind of false start or something on Brusly. They didn't have a lineman out there. He ran on, and as he was getting set in his spot, they snapped the ball. So it's got to be some kind of false start.
This
Illegal
punter
motion.
has got his drop, his power, everything under absolute control from that area of the field.
Oh, and he's gotten a bounce every single time.
Every time.
Every time. They're going to have to punt it again. Poirier going to pick up the flag for the official. So that's going to back things up. Yeah, just a little bit of illegal motion. Coach, they're marching that thing way back. Nope. And I don't know. Both teams walked back across the 50-yard line when it was just a 5-yard penalty. The ball should be down at the. It was going to be down at the 46. And that one off the side of his foot still caught a Brusly bounce, Coach. That ball came completely off the side of his foot to the near side, and
they got a Panther down over there.
It still bounced their way. So it'll be Warrior ball.
One of my favorite parts about doing this in the spot that I am is I'm directly through a thin wall.
Yeah,
with the opposing coaches
I was about
every
to
week.
say something very similar.
It's one of the most entertaining aspects of it.
Yes, it is sometimes. What game was it last year where it was just
They had a meltdown.
just an absolute complete meltdown, like nuclear meltdown in there? What game was that?
Dude, I don't remember. It was
I
bad.
don't remember.
It was district.
Was it the Plaquemine game?
It might have been.
Hamilton's going to get sacked, Dak inside his 5-yard line, just trying to make something happen. I think they're going to go, nope, they're going to go more of a heavy package.
Clock down to 5 minutes here in the fourth.
So all the way back to the 6, they're going to spot it. Second and about 20. Hamilton going to roll, throws to McCarty, makes a catch and a move, and first down, Warriors.
Good looking move there by McCarty. Good ball by Brock Hamilton. Getting it to your playmaker and letting him do the rest.
Yeah, nice route. Good throw.
Two by two. Nobody down here. I love this matchup on Livingston.
Yeah, one-on-one, almost. Yeah, you're going to throw it out to Livingston. CJ comes back for it, puts his shoulder down.
There you go.
And he's going to fall almost to the 45-yard line. Pick up about 16.
CJ's starting to play a little angry.
Yeah.
A little more physical.
Missed the last couple of weeks, Coach. They can kind of do it sometimes.
Yep.
Drop back. Pass pros, pretty good. Hamilton, I don't know if that was a called draw or if Hamilton just did not see anything and decided to pull it down and take it. Did not get much.
I think he was looking down here to McCarty on the single seat receiver side. Looked at him and he had a DB on his hip. Just decided to tuck that thing.
He tried to power through a tackle.
Almost did, yeah.
Picked up nothing. No gain, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, through Livingston's hands.
Kind of run that little drag route across the middle. And I think if Livingston catches that, he's got some room to run.
Yeah, you kind of had two options there. You had the drag right over the middle, and then the little shoot route to the flat by the running back was an access throw too.
Willett having to calm down. Big number 74, Doug Kelly there.
Good to see Big Doug get a little fire.
Yeah, I agree.
Screen, Sailor, and not a whole lot of blocking, Coach. Coach, he caught that, and there were 4 guys immediately right all over him.
5 white jerseys.
The line just could not get out there quick enough to block it up. There's going to be no gain on the play.
Three by one look. You know the ball's going to McCarty here.
They're going to throw the corner route to McCarty, and he catches it and gets bumped out of bounds.
And that's one of those routes, Coach, that Brock and McCarty have just really good chemistry on, is that corner route. They run the heck out of that thing.
Ticking down under 130. They're not going to give him the out of bounds.
3 by 1 again. They're going to design to Johnny again.
They're going the out and up.
And he got
almost
held.
tried to
He got held.
one-handed. They're not going to throw the flag. They're not going to throw the flag.
He was holding his hips.
They're not going to throw the flag right now, Coach. 122.
I agree. I wouldn't throw the flag either. But he was held.
Yep.
Two by two. When they do this, they're going to go to CJ over here.
And now they're rolling the clock, even though it's an incomplete pass. Swing
the
route, and he throws it short. That's Sailor's ankles.
Like
Hamilton got hit.
A hybrid wheel almost.
Be a third down for the Warriors.
Yeah, Sailor a couple weeks ago scored on that play.
Yep. What was that last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Or no, 3 weeks ago, I think. Looks like
Seemed
we're
like
gonna
a
have
timeout.
to. Something happened to Doug Kelly. They're gonna have, Warriors are gonna take a timeout. They're gonna have to kind of reconfigure their line here for a second. So we'll take a break with them. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back, and 1:12 left to go. Third down, and the snap did not get back there. The ball is still out there on the ground. That was, they had to throw Seth Kimball in there to play center after Kelly had to come out for a play because they moved Woods to tackle. It's never your ideal situation.
Fourth and 13 here. 3 by 1. Going to McCarty. Bottom of the screen.
Oh, they're going to go to Livingston, but the ball is picked off in the middle of the field by number 1. And he's going to try to take it all the way. And he's going to house it.
Back.
Flag thrown.
I think that's going to be on the Panthers. Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul.
Yeah, see what happens. It's going to be during the run back. Unsportsmanlike. Touchdown is good. It's going to be after the play. So that's going to make it 43-6 with 15.2 left. The defense going to have to head out onto the field. Probably about, what was it? Was that about a 85-yard interception return somewhere in that area?
Yeah.
BRUSLY trying to run out a drive football. They're going to allow the ball boy to come all the way out onto the field and hand it to the deep snapper.
I'll tell you what, this BRUSLY ball boy's been on it all night.
He has been. Got his frog togs on out there.
He came to play.
Yes, he did. All right. Snap. It is up, and it is good. That makes it 44-6 with 15 seconds left. So, Jeff, time to look forward to next week. Over to McKinley for Week 10. This is the first time we had a Week 10 game in 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Been having that Week 10 bye for the last couple of years. We get to go to that Week 10 now. Warriors get a chance to put up their 6th win of the year. I do believe, and you know, I'm not one of those bracketology experts, but I do think that the Warriors are playing for a home playoff game. The bye is probably gone. We probably do not have a chance for that. We're probably playing for a top 16 seed, and then kind of go get your win next week against a McKinley team who's kind of struggled this year, but you never know. I mean, they got a lot of athletes over there. They always do. You know, we always kind of play kind of one of those games against McKinley every year, but they have enough athletes to beat you. They have not had a great season, but you know their season could be made by almost kind of like ruining your season.
Spoiler,
yeah, playing that spoiler role. So you know you got to just kind of pick yourself up after this week. You got a kind of a short week because it's a Thursday game, and you got to get ready to go play.
That's absolutely right.
Jurado.
Be on your senior leaders.
And you certainly have to come out with a little bit more sense of urgency than they kind of did today. Kind of came out flat, just never ever caught a rhythm on either side of the ball. But you know, the weather I think was a factor. You know, your coaches are never gonna give excuses. But you know, I think the weather was a factor in this ball game. Let's see if we're just gonna have to send a group out on the field, and I'm assuming we'll probably just take a knee, possibly. Maybe we run a play. We'll see what happens. And balls will be spotted at the 40.
And the BRUSLY band's doing their na.
Yeah, it's never.
Goodbye.
That's always kind of a. And Boyles can't come up with it, and that's going to do it for the ball game. Your final score, 44-6. Jeff, next Thursday, gotta put it back together, come back out, and in the season on a high note.
Yeah, looking forward to being out there Thursday night. Opportunity to, like you said, hopefully play our way into a playoff home game.
Yeah, you still got a lot to play for if you're the Warriors. You're looking at that home game and then looking to try to get yourself a win and kind of keep some momentum going. But, again, I want to thank our help up here. Jeff, thanks for coming back out here in the elements. Senior night was unfortunately didn't go the Warriors' way. But again, for myself, Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, on behalf of my partner, Mr. Coach Jeffrey Vaquero, class of 2015, and the administration, faculty, and staff at St. Michael High School, we want to wish you, as always, good night, God bless, and go Warriors.